Hello guys, welcome to another session. So as 2024 comes to a close, a curious announcement have created debates across the world. Bangladesh have been declared the country of the year by The Economist. So this title is intended to celebrate remarkable progress, but many find this as perplexing, even dubbing it as the joke of the year. So today we will delve into the rationale behind this decision, its global implications, and why this declaration have sparked so much of controversy, especially in India. So first, let's understand what being named, country of the year entails. What does this mean? See, this title is not based on military strength. It's not based on scientific achievement or GDP. So it's about recognizing a country for its perceived improvements. Often it should be in governance, or it could be social development, or any other metrics also. So it is basically the improvement that you're talking about. So in this case, the Economist claims Bangladesh have shown the most improvement globally in 2024. But the specifics, right? So if you see, these improvements remain unclear. What are these improvements? And this raises valid questions about the credibility of such a selection also. So what are Bangladesh current challenges? So the declaration have drawn criticism mainly because it happens or it appears disconnected from Bangladesh realities, actual realities. If you look at it, there are many concerns, right? Food security crisis is there, economic instability is there, democratic setbacks are there, and then there are issues with the minority rights. So Bangladesh heavily depends on rice imports, particularly from Myanmar, and due to border conflicts and Myanmar's internal instability, rice imports have dwindled, and that's actually forcing Bangladesh to rely on India for discounted supplies. Again, if you look at Bangladesh, it's grappling with inflation and a weakening currency. So the nation's ability to meet basic food and energy demands is increasingly strained. So the economic instability is another big challenge that Bangladesh is facing. And the recent transition in leadership to Mohammad Yusuf, along with delayed elections, have raised concerns about democratic backsliding also. And this governance uncertainty have left international observers skeptical about Bangladesh political stability. So there are a lot of issues with the democratic setbacks as well. Again, reports of human rights violation, especially against the Hindu minorities, that persist, and that's further complicating the narrative of Bangladesh as a success story. So what's global perspective, Western media and various narratives? If you look at it, Western media endorsement of Bangladesh as the country of year has not gone unnoticed. Critics, including retired Indian diplomats, argue that this is a part of manufactured narrative. For instance, hypocrisy of the West. See, countries like the US and UK have often ignored rising radicalization and governance issues in nations like Pakistan and Bangladesh, focusing only when their own interests are threatened. Again, Sheikh Hasina's opposition to the West, if you see, former Bangladeshi Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina's resistance to certain Western geopolitical strategies may have influenced this shift in perception, as her removal from power aligns with Western interests now. The existing government, the interim government, is actually aligns with the Western interests. So that could be the reason for this kind of support. What are Indian concerns? What are the implications for the region? See, India have raised valid concerns regarding this declaration in terms of regional security, in terms of economic dependence, in terms of perception of wars and everything. So rising radicalization in Bangladesh could spill over into India, and that will create cross-border security challenges. Again, as Bangladesh relies more on Indian exports to manage its food crisis, the stability of this relationship is critical for both the nation as the economic dependence is increasing. Again, Western media selective narratives that often undermine India's regional leadership. So by glorifying Bangladesh during, despite its struggles, these narratives may divert attention from India's significant progress also. So the question is Bangladesh truly most improved? See, the metrics behind Bangladesh selection remain vague and it's very unclear. If improvement is the criterion, then countries like Vietnam or Rwanda could also claim this title for their strides in technology, governance, and economic growth. Bangladesh, meanwhile, is facing crises that hardly reflect any kind of sustained or significant improvement. There are other contenders also, if that's the case. If you look at the food crisis and the economic struggle, that's one of the most glaring issues in Bangladesh. That's the looming food crisis. And the country's inability to secure sufficient rice imports from Myanmar has exacerbated its dependency on India that already I have discussed. And there are reports which suggest Bangladesh have sought rise at discounted rates from India, and that again underscoring its precarious economic position. So without significant external aid, the situation could worsen, and that will leave millions of Bangladeshis vulnerable to hunger. So it's a misplaced title or not? That's what we need to discuss here. See, declaring Bangladesh as a country of the year, that feels out of touch with the reality on the ground. So that's one thing. That's one discussion. Bangladesh have shown resilience in the past, but its current challenges, if you look at the economic instability, the governance issues, the food security, insecurity issues, these cannot be overlooked. So the declaration seems more like a narrative which is crafted by Western media than a genuine recognition of progress. So, guys, what do you think about this? Does Bangladesh deserve this title, or is it truly the joke of the year? So you can share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you are looking for any mentorship program for civil services or courses, you can check out the links in the description. So that's about this. Thank you so much for watching.